Hello all, my name is Taylor Puch, and like my intro said, I have my master's degree in research psychology where I focus on using psychedelics to treat mental illness. I am the ambassador for my town of McHenry, Illinois for the Students for Sensible Drug Policy, and I am a part of the Emergent Phenomenology Research Consortium. In my work, I research psychedelics, push for harm reduction, promote for more education, advocate for drug policy change, and work towards my goal of helping people. In this talk, The Importance of Harm Reduction in the Substance Use Space, I will be going over several things, including the different types of substances and how to reduce the risk when using them. There are many different classifications of drugs, which are grouped together based on the mechanisms in which they work and how they affect the body. There are depressants like alcohol, barbiturates, anti-anxiety tranquilizers such as Valium or Xanax, and antidepressants such as Zoloft or Paxil that slow down the central nervous system. There are stimulants like cocaine, amphetamines, and methamphetamines, which accelerate or overstimulate the nervous system. Next is hallucinogens, including LSD, psilocybin, MDMA, and DMT, which change a user's perceptions of themselves and their surroundings. And we can also break this up into classic psychedelics and empathogens, since LSD, psilocybin, mescaline, and DMT can technically be categorized differently than MDMA. Dissociatives, including ketamine, PCP, and nitrous oxide, cause users to feel disconnected from themselves and their environment. Narcotics, such as heroin, codeine, and OxyContin, are commonly used to reduce pain and often induce euphoria. There are inhalants that alter the mind through breathing in a substance, such as paint, gasoline, or anesthetic gas. And finally, there is cannabis that works on our endocannabinoid system to produce a variety of different effects. Now that we've discussed the different types of substances, we can move on to how to minimize the risks when using these drugs. There are many ways to do this, and this list is certainly not exhaustive. One of the most important harm reduction strategies is to test your substance. With the rise of adulterants cut into various drug supplies, such as the rise in fentanyl, it is crucial to test your drugs to know what you're actually ingesting. Sites like DanceSafe or Bunk Police will sell test kits where you can test these substances yourself, or depending on where you live, there might be local drug testing facilities that can use high-tech machinery to determine what's actually in your substance. The second harm reduction strategy I want to talk about is a phrase many of you have likely heard: set and setting. Set refers to your feelings, thoughts, intentions, current life events, headspace, etc. You want to make sure that you do not have any major responsibilities you will need to deal with immediately before, during, and after the trip. While some of these substances may help you deal and get through negative life events, some could potentially exacerbate those negative feelings or may lead to a difficult journey under that substance. Setting refers to your outward environment. Things like, are you inside or outside? Do you have access to food, a bathroom, water, emergency services, etc.? Where are you deciding to ingest this substance, and who are you deciding to ingest this substance with? You want to make sure all your necessaries are taken care of before you are under the influence. Finally, another very important harm reduction phase: start low and go slow. One of my favorite sayings in this space is, you can always take more, you can never take less. The motto is a good tool to use no matter if you've tested your substances, especially if you haven't, what setting you're in, who you're with, etc. Some of these substances do not have overdose toxicity, such as psilocybin, but taking a large dose can potentially lead to a difficult experience. Many of these substances do have overdose toxicity or could be adulterated with substances that do, so it's important to take lower, manageable doses. There are other harm reduction strategies like carrying Narcan, being CPR certified, having a trip sitter, using needle exchange programs, avoiding combining substances, etc. And you can find many resources online for more information and training. One of the biggest things that we can do is to be educated and to look out for each other. As Charles Dickens once wrote, quote, "No one is useless in the world who lightens the burdens of another." Thank you so much for this opportunity to present this information to you all, and I hope you have a wonderful day and very safe trips.